Hello Diamonds and welcome to ECOBee. It's already season 2 for other players, for us is the first one. But yeah, so the server just started and I think the spawn area for me was a bit off still. I'm in the middle of nowhere and we have to head to the town as the first task. And then if I remember correctly from the map, there is kind of the area to the north of the city, where is quite good like farming land, I think. Well, yeah. First we have to get all the way there, which is quite long hike, considering that this big hill in the middle, and I'm not even sure if there's any good way to go past. Just trying to find a way. It's always easier said than done. Yeah. Already struggling way too much. Whoa. Can we use the water? Yes, we can use water. Yeah, swimming up the river seems to be quite good way to get to the destination, but then again, need to get up somehow. So yeah, it's quite difficult to get to the city. Can we use something? Oh, final outs. So down is that way. Yeah, it's interesting like how the spawns sometimes are a bit different. I hope that everyone else gets spawned in the correct place and we were just the unlucky ones. Because yeah, literally the admins came on like few minutes before and then I saw the notification that okay, we are on. So that's why I was kind of heading in as well. Okay, so there's flat land, kind of mixture of desert and some other areas. Quite good. City roads, everyone is authorized. It's quite nice. And yeah, I think like the best area for us can be somewhere here. There's a lot of resources already. So yeah, we'll look around and well, get started with some positioning. We'll see what others will say and yeah, I'll be right back. So here we are. I have already started everything and yeah, we have a lot of bees flying around as well, which is quite nice. So I kinda assigned this area for my kind of starter farm. I will need definitely loads of tomatoes to really get started. So we'll get a lot of different crops that I can find, including corn and beets and whatever else is available. I also need to get the weeds, because this was kind of the plan that I will start with tomatoes and wheat. So that's pretty much what I need to do. Get all those resources and plant them. So it's quite a lot of work, and I will do my best to play as much as possible now. Tomatoes. Don't really see that many tomatoes around. And there are a few over here, just hiding. Yeah, it's kind of important thing to have if you want to get your own tomato fields up. At the moment, the skill is not available yet, so I will need to understand that all the production is fairly slow. Yeah, people are chopping down the trees. Outside of the city, we have quite decent selection of firm trees. In the city, unfortunately, not so much. Yeah, more tomatoes, please. It will be quite a lot of tomato hunting at the moment. And if I see wheat, I have to take that as well. So I will try out all the other things like rice and so on. And we definitely will need to sell quite a bit of it. Once Presix has his store up, then I'm quite sure that he will start buying a lot of stuff. I have already some meats, I think, because of the wolves killing some hare or something. But yeah, it will be quite a grind at the beginning, but hopefully it will turn into more enjoyable variant very soon. So I'll put few more seeds of beet down, and I will need to also get some tomatoes on this edge. In the middle I should put something else as well, I guess. I mean, definitely some wheat. This wheat will be one of the keys later on. I already put some seeds in here as well. Of course, 2 seeds of corn. The corn is also put into start growing, I guess. And this is kind of the beginning of everything here. There'll be a lot of running around to find all the necessary seeds. It doesn't make me too happy, but needs to be done. I already assigned myself as the possible farmer with wheat and tomatoes. It's not ready yet, is it? I think it was. At least I got the seeds, so it's fine. And yeah, with the 9.6, it means that everything will degrade over time, and I will definitely need to find a way to keep everything, well, from spoiling. It's gonna be fun. See, I didn't do any real farming in the turtle side either, so it was just basic collect and eat. So, so experience is very limited on that side at the moment. Possibly a little bit annoying. I try to get it and then it kinda goes out of focus just for that moment. And people are chopping down trees and leaving everything as is. Very common. I've seen it so many times. There's more wheat hiding here. It's quite difficult to see the wheat when there is also the rice everywhere. Yeah, rice fields actually look way different in real life than in Echo. Like, if anyone is interested, then and I was doing the JR East train simulator. In the second episode, there was the countryside line, and it was possible to see one of the Japanese rice fields, which is, well, way different because it has a lot of water everywhere. And here it's just growing in the middle of the ground, which is a little bit different. But yeah, it was actually quite a fun game, and I hope that soon we have some update like longer routes or something like that. Really want to play it more. And also many people have been watching the videos, which makes me quite happy as well. I think that the first one is now way over 1,000 views, which for me is quite big record, and I still can't believe that so many people were interested. Yet I do understand that there are not many non-Japanese players for the game either, because well, it is original Japanese game and all about Japan. Might be a bit difficult for people to really know about it. I can't even remember where I saw this information first. Was it like on the news or somewhere? But yeah, literally when I noticed that the GR East is going to come out with a simulation game, I was like, doesn't matter how much it costs, doesn't matter how bad it is at the beginning, I have to try. So, it was fun. And yeah, it was like, I can't remember, was it 980 yen? Like literally like $9 or even a bit less. Considering like other games that come out, it was quite cheap. How much wheat do I have? 6. Tomato seeds 5. It count is way too slow. I was hoping they will go a bit quicker. Now we're just running around and trying to get everything. In the tomatoes, it's few. You're still hidden. This bush I think has been modified quite a bit. Yeah, I know that with the 9.6 they did a lot of changes in the desert area. I think it looks really good. Yeah. I think we have to just head back and do a bit of planting. And well, just hope that I can find more of the seeds before the next episode. Oh, free meat. Wow. Free meat flew away. And I'm not even sure where. The game physics are not the best. It has like kind of problems. It doesn't like give you good area to pick it up, and when you go above it, then it just flies random places. Yeah, it doesn't feel very logical. In real life, if you step on something, then it doesn't fly. But yeah, anyway, put some more tomatoes over here. We have 9 plants now. They will continuously start to give us some benefits. And now we are officially active. That's nice. And yeah, you need to be active for at least 6 hours to be able to trade the land claim papers, which is also a very unique approach. I definitely need to play way more to make it happen. Put some rice here as well. Then we'll need to make all this field way bigger than that. So yeah, it will be quite interesting, I guess. So yeah, let me quickly finish off my fields, so at least I have some land to play with, and let's see how it goes. I have now run around quite a lot. I found few extra seeds, and my backpack is full of all the other goods, and I did finish claiming the land, so all the 3x3 plot is now ours, even though like our farmland is currently 2x2. The idea is that the rest of the area I will use to make our main building, including possibly the shop, and extend the farm. It will be quite big project, so I'm not sure yet how it goes. Yeah, have to see. And of course, some stuff already is dying. So common. Well, let's put something else there then. Probably the best way to deal with the problems. But yeah, I also had to fix all my tools because, well, they didn't last very well. It's also the reason why I had to stop getting more stuff. So I had to go, if you see the map, all the way to this area here. I was running around, yeah, to get extra tomatoes and wheat. Then later, of course, I ran back all the way here. So yeah, I have to wait until others have set up the stores so I can, well, start planning for everything. And actually, we need to, well, make our own store. Let's get building. Also, we need storage chests. Quite sure. Yeah, I might need to go and get a few more trees and rocks. Rocks are necessary, definitely. We do need some immediately. I will go a bit further away, so I don't want to be too close to others in the city. And I'm getting the rocks. I think one of the best ways is to just come down here and take whatever is hidden here. And yeah, this server has some similarities to the ECOLife, but also many differences. And it will take a while to get used to all the differences. Like, land claims are no longer part of the money system, which it was in the ECOLife. In general, I think the system that is set up here is way better. So I'm quite happy. If I actually go through and show what the rules are. So this is the server info. We also have the Discord address and everything set up. And when we go, what I want to say, the land claim stuff, yeah. Yeah, land claim papers are not worth any money. And you will not get any when you read the skill. So you will get a token but from the government each time you actually put the star into the skill, which is really good way. And then you can exchange them like one token for one claim, so on. And of course you have to be established player to even trade them, which is 6 hours online in total, which we are going to do. And the modes that we have, of course, the live data exporter, which is good for monitoring the prices and stuff. Civic's import export mode, it makes it much easier to set everything up. Elixir mode stuff, always good element. And need stuff, which I know almost nothing about really. Then limit to make sure that you don't get the claim papers from the scrolls. You don't really have the books. And then of course the big shovel mods, like wooden 1 6, iron 8, steel 10, modern 10. Redstones, which I always love. Early transmission pearl is kind of custom thing, which we have to look into. Maybe you can actually use it for mechanical power, not like in the what we had in the turtle side. It was like impossible to move the mechanical power around and bit annoying. So that's why I had to make all the shop upstairs as well. Centralized research, which is the government operated research really. Get the scrolls. And compressed code. It is kind of more late game, and it went, if I remember correctly, because it was in the chat as well, it will be 200,000 joules, so 10 times more than regular code. quite sure it will be a lot of fun. And of course we have the common tree law that you will need to clean up everything, which is kind of common. There is also tax law, which of course is set up in the laws properly, and just general laws like rules and stuff. So unclaimed information, skill resets, groups. So of course groups, two people can play together, but more than two. You know? Aggressive claims of course are no good, so yeah, it's kind of checkable, so just limiting other players' move. So the exception is like in the city where you have the city blocks, you can take the full block, so you don't need to share it with others. It kind of makes sense, to be honest. And of course, pricing is kind of important to keep track of. Uh, then, if you are the basic engineer and you do the roads, you have to make sure that you must sell them for free, as the government law will actually pay for those. So it's very unique law, and I kind of love it because it makes it much easier. So you don't really need to have like centralized government store that buys and sells separately based on like the road crew and stuff. So now it's like everyone can do it unless they are banned from it. So yeah, in the road law itself, there is like different things, and yeah, you will become part of the road crew automatically as long as have some respect from other players and meet the requirements to be classed as long term. So this is pretty much how they define all of that. And they do have different groups that are like banned and so on, which is kind of nice. So yeah, it's a little bit more unique experience that we can have here, and I'm quite sure it will be a lot of fun. But yeah, I will leave this video right here and see around how we can get everything started. And I will see you in a few days in the next video once we have our store up and proper farm. So see you then. Bye.